Hey guys, welcome back to Pfispeed. I'm getting this one, I'm getting the gate put back on it, and I'm getting it off the dyno. I've got a little EF Civic coming in, so that's the 88 to 91 Civics. The guy just picked it up. He's not sure what's in it, what's done to it. He knows it's got an S300 on it and a turbo kit. So I'm gonna get it in here. I'm gonna chase out whatever's wrong with it or whatever it needs and try to figure out what he bought. And I also wanna give a huge shout out to my boy Roman. Man, Roman, you've been on this earth a while. It's his birthday today, and I'm super stoked. He's out in New Jersey, putting in work, trying to get his business off the ground and things to grow. And if you haven't followed his Instagram, he's got his Grinch shirts on sale, so you have to go get those and check those out. So I guess I'm gonna finish getting this out of here, and they're unloading it right now off the tow truck. And I'm gonna get in here and we're gonna check this thing out. So let's go, let's have a good time. Alright, so this EF's got a little GSR motor in it, a fuel pressure regulator, and then an air to water intercooler. They kind of got super creative with this downpipe and turbo manifold, and the blowdown tube's kind of squished. This isn't the intercooler, this is for the air to water intercooler. This is the heat exchanger. Kind of investigating it all. So this boost pipe comes down, comes under, comes across here, up into there. Check all these connections. Then it has a tank back here to put the water in. I'm gonna put some antifreeze in here now, and then he said the switch is up there. But I mean, he picked this car up for 2,000 bucks. With a Honda S300 in it, the turbo kit all on it. Sure, there's some stuff that we cleaned up or changed, but someone had just painted it, and he said they didn't pay the bill with the paint shop, so they sold the car off, and he was the guy that picked it up. So kind of a neat little story. And I mean, the GSR motor, and there are some pretty good parts in here too, so this should be cool. See how she does. We don't know if the motor's built or not. We'll find out. Goofy's over here checking the blowdown tube, making sure that it's not going to blow into my strap.
Well, it's pointed at it right now, but it's pinched.
It's pointed at the strap?
Yes, but does it blow down? It's like pinched.
Yeah.
It's squeezed closed.
Well, we got to make sure it's not going to, anything will blow against the deal.
It's blown on itself. It's pinched.
So it'll make a little more boost. Looks like a 35R turbo or something. Alright, the plugs are right, but we may just gap and do a fresh set. So it doesn't look like it ran so good. So, alright, let's do that first and get this stuff rocking. Alright, just pulled the second plug out, and this one's all covered in oil, which means these valve cover grommets are bad. So these little O-rings that are on here, you can see this one was full of oil.
Oh yeah.
Because these seals they probably just need a little glue on them. So
Alright.
I'm gonna pull the valve cover and do that real quick, and then
Thank you.
yeah. So we can't solve this little stuff.
Yeah.
Watch, it turns out it makes a bunch of power. It's be cool, man. I mean, you bought it cheap, right?
Yeah.
Couple grand.
Yeah.
It's a good buy. Even need a little cleanup. And Goofy wanted to look at this blowdown tube a little more. Alright.
Can you see it?
Oh, I see it. There's a good spot. Oh, move your light a little bit, right? Yeah. Yeah, right there. I mean, ooh, it gets even flatter down there.
Flatter. You know what I'm saying? Like, even right here's pretty close, and then it's like nothing.
I don't know if it'd be worth just pulling it off.
Just doing pulls with it off.
Yeah. They even pie cut it right through here.
Yeah.
Alright. We might pull your blow down tube off the wastegate, because they got it so smashed and hammered, it might not let any air out. You know what I mean? So that just make more boosts, you know?
All right.
So it might pinch it off. So we may just let it blow kind of up, or we can weld something to make it blow out a different way for now, you know?
Sounds good.
Because over boosting for that would suck. Besides, it was blowing on your strap. It started it all, so.
Yeah. I got the strap covered, but.
With that, needs a little love. So if you want to get that off, that'd be awesome. So I got the valve cover off, and these little seals right here, I'll apply a little glue to them, and then they should seal a little better. The main issue is these little aftermarket bolts. They just don't seem to suck the valve cover down tight enough. Gordo's getting her all wiped off here. It's all looking good. So we're gonna apply ultra gray or ultra black to these, and then in these corners right here. As soon as he gets that all wiped down, and Goofy's still trying to get that pipe out. She's it's unbolted. It's just invented somehow in here. I can pull the
yeah, I might have to pull that off.
just to loosen it and get it. Oh, you're so close.
Yeah, the zip tie.
Oh, we can get rid of that.
No, I still need to cut them off.
Oh. Do you have a 10 over here?
No, I don't.
If you got a 10, I think the radiator loosening that will just free us up. Wow. Somebody's really trying hard to get this stuff packaged in here. The only problem with it is, you know, some smashed pipe does work, but when you get too flat, you can't get it all out. It becomes a restrictor, then you make more boost than you can control, and the whole point of this is kind of controlling that as well. So, is it on record?
Yep. Oh wow.
Yeah, dang.
That thing is all smashed up.
Can you blow through it?
I don't know.
Oh yeah. So it'll let some out. It's not as efficient as we want.
Not as efficient.
Definitely would let some.
Definitely needed to be like that to fit down there though.
Hey Sean,
What's up, dude?
can you fix this?
Oh, we got a new return line on here now.
Nice. Well, can you test that now?
You want to take a look, please?
Yeah, sweet. Oh, is that not open all the way?
Nope.
Nice.
Give it a little swoop.
Oh,
and
got a
it's
little swoosh, like a
level.
Nike swoosh.
Yeah.
We gotta pull this return line off real fast, and then we need to make a line real quick to go into a gas can, just so we can see what kind of fuel's in it, just so we know what's up with that.
Yeah. That's raining. Nice. How we get all the old gas out? The engine do it.
Gas or
Oh yeah. We gotta figure out what kind of gas it is.
it's gas.
It's regular gas?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Alright, hold off right there real quick. Alright, Brent, you want to turn that pump on real quick? Gordo, can you watch up front by the intercooler for leaks?
Is that gonna down?
I'm cycling.
It's definitely coming down.
Is this spraying good?
Yeah, good.
Okay. Alright, Brent. It doesn't sound great, but
Spray's
it's moving.
Yeah, I stuck my hand in there and it was shooting pretty good.
Well, you got it running.
Got it running.
These are sometimes the hardest cars, I think, because you have no idea what the injectors are. You know they're just knockoffs because they just say 1000 cc on the side.
Just puzzles, right?
Yeah. You have no idea what's done in the motor.
One adventure. Okay, we're getting into this tune. I just started my screen capture because I want to show you guys, kind of run through some of this stuff. Right right here in the tune, you can see where it says these are the injector latency times. I just made the current injector size 1300 because it was 1000 cc, but it was so rich that it kind of would have fouled the plugs pretty quick. But you can also see the dead times in here. The dead times being 149, and then at 10 volts 0.96, and then at 12 1.22, 14 1.22, 16 1.24. So those have all been manipulated kind of the wrong direction. You want these numbers to vary so that you can, so the car will run the same at 16 volts as it does at 8 volts. That's the whole point. An injector is just a coil, and it takes X amount of time for that coil to open and close. Every brand is different. That's why they give you the latency times when you buy injectors. Let me close this door. Sorry for beeping and everything. I get so immune to it, it doesn't even affect me anymore. But that's why they give you latencies. So we're gonna go ahead, clean this all up. We're just running this gas out of it, so I'm not too worried about doing all that at this moment. I just need it to stay running, and it does feel like it'll do that. I changed injector size just to lean it out so I wouldn't foul the new plugs that we just put in it. Yeah, so there's some stuff enabled and disabled in here, so we'll go in and correct all that and just try to clean this up and make it a good runner. Just because there's some stuff that's sketch, we can go in and make it that much better. They were definitely revving it. That boost cut at 22 pounds, so I would assume there's something in the motor. Like cranking fuel trim 60%. I mean, that just says all wrong injector data. Now, since we don't know what injectors they are, and there's no name numbers on them, I'll actually play with that quite a bit as we go until I find exactly what I like and what makes the car work correctly. Alright. Whoa. Look at the map, you can see all the lines are crisscrossed. We got values over values. We can look at what it looks like in 2D as well. So you can see like these cells right here, this you can see it's an under, so it's got a hole. That you've seen the movie Fast and Furious, like you got a nasty hole in your map. Well, that is a nasty hole in the map right there. That is the exact prime example of what a nasty hole really is. You just see your line just disappears. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Fell in the hole. So we can fix that. Well, that's the VTEC tables look like. And you can see just full of peaks and valleys is there as well. So, and that's probably all due to the injectors just not being set up. I mean, that's really, look at the, but all that can be fixed. It's not that big a deal. But I like the 2D versions of stuff. I can really get in here and feel it. But you can see some of these cells that'll go from 342 to 707 to 1072 to 949 back to 550. You know what I mean? So nothing is clean and smooth. Smooth is fast and everything. Like there can be lulls, lulls like low spots in the map, where the cam kind of comes out of it for a bit and you get some air overlap. But for the most part, it's going to be pretty flat still. You still won't have cells on top of cells, because that would be air over air. Just wouldn't make sense. The least amount of air getting more fuel than more air, because the map sensor just varies where the air is. Screen captures. Something I like to do just so you guys can see what I'm doing and be part of the tuning process, and you guys can maybe learn and grow and learn to tune yourselves. There's a lot of problems tuners have, or we get married to people's projects. And it's really nice when people understand what they're doing and know how this stuff works. Just like a carburetor, needles and jets, we're changing how much fuel is delivered with pulse widths and voltage.
Set the timing real quick.
Yeah.
Oh. Somebody knew what they were doing. 16 on the dot.
I guess let's do a little driving, see where we're at.
Okay.
Let's find it. We can find this low throttle fuel, then we can transfer stuff to the high throttle fuel and make a good perfect blend. Get out with that. Now I kind of have an idea, so I go out of live. I go to my high throttle fuel. Pull 20%. Now this, nothing has ran at this. This is just me finding out where stuff should be. I'm ready. Then we're gonna make a short burst just to see where stuff's at. Not bad for a $2,000 car. She wants to come to life.
Took a lot of boost real quick. 148. 148. That thing stood up.
Yeah, for a $2,000 car, she's gonna come to life. So we made 10 pounds of booze. I just didn't know where stuff was at, so I didn't just totally rock it yet. I think we may need some sauce, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I got some tires.
Okay.
Pulled another 10% out of the VTEC map as a whole, and that should nail us. I'm gonna let it cool down for a bit and then hit it again. Good. All right, temp's good. Jamie's ready. He's gonna dyno sauce me a little bit. All right. Sauce on it. Logging. We're ready to go.
$251 and still climbing.
All right, I just hit my cut, so.
$292.
11 pounds of booze, so I can probably put a little, I've knocked all the ignition timing out of it, so I put a little bit back in, turn that up, and then see where he wants to go with it.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a nice power band.
Yeah, I mean, $2,000.
Yeah.
Can't really beat what you bought.
Yeah. Car's getting a little warm after pulls. It didn't seem very low on coolant. We're just gonna burp it out real quick, see if that helps.
All right, we topped the coolant off, and we gave it some time, and now we're gonna go ahead and get this thing going again. See how she does. Super impressed already. Actually, for how beaten some of the fab was, man, this car making some jam. And I got this thing for $2,000. It's kind of fun.
You just changed the timing, right?
So I pulled a little fuel and I still got to pull just a little more. I pulled 5%, so probably another 3. And yeah, I did add a degree to it all.
Heck yeah.
That's rad, man. 2,000 bucks. Yeah. Thank you. That's sick, man. This is awesome. So let's look. 10, 11-ish pound of boost. Still a little fat. Fire fuel is 10.98.
What are you wanting out of it?
Keep running. As much as it can.
Okay. Cleaning up. 342.
How much?
342.
Nice. 11.5 pounds.
That's sweet, man. But that's the same boost still.
2,000 bucks. I keep saying that, but that's really what it costs. 2 grand. That's what you got for 2 grand, bro. That's sick. Even some of its funkiness, it works, so who cares? I still don't know what's in it, you know?
As long as we can probably get it to a nice reliable point where it's not pushing it, if it's a stock motor even, then you can go home and you can work on these little things, you know, like the cooling fan and stuff like that. Then when you get a chance, you can pull the oil pan, see what it's got in it, you know, pull spark plugs, stick a scope down, see what it looks like it's got for pistons. With the pan off, you can also look up at all the way up at the pistons.
Put a little more boost duty in it, so hopefully I get, you know, 12 to 14 pounds. That'd be fun. It should put us 400 mark, you know.
And even then, if it's a stock motor, it's not like too scary.
It's not too scary. We know it has springs retainers.
Yeah. And
I do have the boost cut at a decent spot, and I have the rev limiter kind of through.
Yeah.
So the intake temps are around 115 degrees, and I could probably bring them down a little bit, but you got to hear this. That's the water pump. I'm not sure what pump they use, because usually you know those sauna pumps are very loud.
Yeah.
That thing's
I mean, unless some water's been frozen in it a couple times, and
that could be. That definitely could be. You guys got any guesses at home? I gave it 3% more duty cycle on the boost. Everything else is the same. That's all the same kind of boost while we're in the middle of the run. I didn't really. I did add 3% duty to it. That's all I did, but still saw it sitting at 11.5. Maybe there was a. Oh, there was a 12 too. Okay. So maybe I'm kind of finding the solenoid. I gave it 5% more duty, and then. 1 sec to cool down because the cooling fan doesn't work very well, and then.
Oh, we gotta try the pump too.
Ready? But for 2,000 bucks, I wouldn't complain about the pump or the fan. I'd just fix them.
Yeah.
going somewhere to the top.
379. That's sweet. 379.
13 pounds of boost. That's sick, brother. Hell yeah. This stuff's coming around, man. It's freaking wicked. Hell yeah.
The pump sounds like an air compressor out here.
Yeah. Kind of got an idea what the boost control's going to do, so I'm going to get it a little more duty. And we'll fly. All right, we got good temp. We got some boost control. And we're going to go for some digits. All right, guys. Yeah. Ready? The pump is loud. All right. Let's go.
Sounds like an air compressor out here, man.
Yes, it is. Man, that's sick. $2,000, 400 horsepower. No joke. Just went down. That was sick. 15 pounds.
You happy with that?
Yeah, man. That's awesome. It's incredible. It's so smooth, too. It just comes up and just hangs. That was a good first step in your journey with this little hot rod. 400 horsepower. Didn't see that coming when you came in. Goofy, you're an EF lover. Did you see that coming?
Yeah.
When you first started working on this thing? Can you believe it? I mean, you pulled this off. Right? Crazy. And then it did 400 horsepower. That's just wicked. That's awesome. Dang. Awesome. Dang. Who'd knew? Still really fun. Well, I look forward to seeing that little hot rod again. I guarantee if he lined up next to you, you would not see that coming. And for the price he got it for, you can't beat it. That's pretty awesome. So that'll do it for this video. Give us a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Thanks a bunch for watching. It's awesome.